Here is the prior altcoin season versus this one. It's been almost immaculate in its perfection. Now, don't expect this to play out perfectly, but look what lies ahead. The banana zone. The banana zone is when all sorts of crazy stuff starts happening. Now, it's suggesting here that we can see a 10x in the entire market cap of altcoins X Ethereum. So we did the Bitcoin halving zone. The boring zone is completing now. And next we go into the full banana zone. You can see the phases of the market. That's what we should be expecting to see. And that's what I'm hoping to.
Altcoin season refers to the period in every crypto bull market when the prices of altcoins significantly rise and outperform Bitcoin. This time is highly anticipated due to the massive price increases and general excitement in the market. It is also when investors often take the most significant risks, betting heavily for the chance of substantial returns. Real Vision founder and CEO Raoul Pal believes we are nearing this phase of the bull market, a sentiment echoed by several other prominent crypto analysts and investors. A widely followed analyst on X, known as Mustache, recently highlighted an important market indicator. The 3-week Gaussian channel has changed from red to green. This shift, coupled with a buy signal and the price holding above the EMA10, mirrors conditions from 2020, just before one of the biggest altcoin seasons began. The 3-week Gaussian channel is a statistical tool used to predict market trends, and analysts regard its transition from red to green as significant. Many, including Mustache, believe this indicates an imminent and powerful altcoin season, with altcoins like Ethereum and Solana poised to significantly outperform Bitcoin. In a recent video on his YouTube channel, Raoul Pal explained that this upcoming altcoin season is akin to the much-awaited banana zone, during which he predicts Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin, and Solana will outperform both. Pal estimates that this cycle will resemble the 2016 to 2017 crypto bull market, especially in terms of price gains. He forecasts a massive altcoin season, expecting the cryptocurrency market, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, to increase by tenfold.
Stop. You don't have time. Don't miss out this 2025 bull run. Educate yourself first ahead of the crowd. We have created the ultimate step-by-step crypto cheat guide that will guide you this bull run. Unlock the secrets of crypto and make smarter investments today. Now by clicking on the link below to get your exclusive copy just under $10.
We're at that point in the 4-year cycle, just ahead of the US election, where things get very exciting. And often around the halving period, there is a pause. Global liquidity has paused, which has happened recently. But on a forward-looking basis, as I've explained to you in other videos, liquidity is about to surge. Liquidity is about to surge while some other very interesting things are going on. Let's look at the charts, because the charts tell the story to say, listen, this is probably the last chance you're going to get to buy these big layer ones before we hit the banana zone. So this is now the start of the banana, and it should continue all into next year and through at least early next year. Now, obviously, we will see corrections en route. Obviously, I'm not always right. The Solana chart is textbook perfect wedge pattern. I put this on social media. I've talked about it. It's absolutely perfect. So that was the final retest. We've had 3 tests of the lower trend line, 3 tests of the upper trend line. That is about, for me, these patterns have the highest probability of success of all patterns. Continuation, wedges, triangles, whatever you want to call them. I don't get bogged down the exact methodology, pennants. I just say everything looks like a wedge is a wedge. For me, that's a wedge. When it breaks the top, it accelerates. But now from the bottom part, this gets really interesting. Now, what is also interesting is at Global Macro Investor, we look at the volatility of assets and see when they get to very low vol assets, often they reverse and go to higher volatility. In crypto, generally, low volatility is downtrending markets and high volatility is uptrending markets. So every time that Solana has got down to this 50 level in 30-day historic volatility, it's tended to reverse. This is exactly what happened yesterday. And the last 5 times it's done this, from this level, it did 109% in December in 2 months, 32% in 2 months in June, August 57% in 2 months, September 527% in 3 months, February 78% in 3 months. So it's a very powerful signal that I really, really like. Now, the same signal was actually seen on Bitcoin. The good thing about Bitcoin is we've got a longer price history. So every time we've got somewhere close to the 20% volatility, Bitcoin more mature, less volatile, has bounced massively. And again, if you look at the numbers, these bounces have led 83%, 85%, 200%, 100%, 85%, 71%. These are bloody good signals. Now, nothing is fallible, or nothing is infallible. but it puts probability on your side. The other thing that I look for is continued strength from a leader versus others. And this is crucial that you understand this is Solana versus Bitcoin. It has stair-stepped higher and higher and higher. You can see when I bought Solana, when it broke out versus Bitcoin and Ethereum, I'll show you in a sec, back in September, October last year, and then it stair-steps higher. So we're about to explode through the next level. So owning Solana should outperform owning Bitcoin. And here's the same chart versus ETH. Very similar kind of pattern. We expect once we get that kind of 0.055 level in Sol ETH, even with the ETH ETF, we should see Solana outperform.
One reason for Raoul Pal's extreme bullishness on Ethereum and Solana is the potential for increased demand for these altcoins upon the eventual approval of spot Ethereum and Solana ETFs. Last Thursday, investment manager VanEck filed to list the first U.S. exchange-traded fund for Solana. Similarly, Switzerland-based 21 Shares made a move on Friday by filing an S-1 application with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission for a spot Solana exchange-traded fund. VanEck's fund will be called the VanEck Solana Trust, while the other will be named the 21 Shares Core Solana ETF. Both ETFs, if approved, will trade on the CBOE BZX exchange. In its filing, 21 Shares specified that Coinbase will serve as the custodian for the fund's Solana holdings, which will be privately insured, and the assets will be held in segregated wallets on the Solana blockchain. This mirrors the SEC's requirements for spot Ethereum ETF applications. Additionally, 21 Shares Solana ETF will not participate in validating or staking Solana. In his video, Pal predicts that both the Ethereum and Solana ETFs will be approved, creating more bullish demand for the underlying cryptocurrencies. Here are more clips from the video.
We also had the news today that VanEck have filed for a Solana ETF. That doesn't mean it's going to get approved. Some of these people have filed for years in advance. They just want to get in, get some feedback from the SEC. But we know people are going to want to go for a Solana NFT. ETH first. By the time you're watching this, within a week, we should have an ETH ETF, which should start bringing new capital flows into crypto land, and it will flow out the risk curve as always. So it goes into ETH, it'll spread into Solana, and then it will spread down the risk curve, and things like WIF or whatever it is will outperform it. That's not a trade rag, but just that's usually how it works. So I think we've got everything in place for Solana and Bitcoin, Solana to outperform ETH and Bitcoin. Also, we're about to see Ethereum break out against Bitcoin. This is an important thing. Something I've been talking about waiting for happen. It's a beautiful chart pattern. It should get to the top of the range, and then maybe it breaks out of the top of the range, and ETH gains further ground against Bitcoin and puts in a new all-time high. That has been my base case for several years now, and I think it's going to be proven out. Right now, ETH is not my main bet. My ETH is actually all in Xcopy, Artem, Beeple NFTs. So my actual liquid tokens, Solana, because Solana is going to outperform both ETH and Bitcoin. Now, when Bitcoin starts outperforming ETH and Solana outperforms the others, that's a classic marker of altcoin season starting. Here is the prior altcoin season versus this one. It's been almost immaculate in its perfection. Now, don't expect this to play out perfectly, but look what lies ahead. The banana zone. The banana zone is when all sorts of crazy stuff starts happening. Now, it's suggesting here that we can see a 10x in the entire market cap of altcoins X Ethereum. Okay, that's a lot. Huge move. Some of these things are going to move massively. And again, remember the thesis. Don't this up. You're going to lose your mind. You're going to be buying all the stupid shit your friends are telling you about. Just be careful. Keep the majority in the majors. 80, 90% in the majors. Keep 10% for capturing some stuff here. Most of it you'll fail to make money on. Trust me, I've been there before. Anyway, altcoin season about to kick in. Presidential election year. It's hitting your X feed right now. You can see it's warming up. I'm filming this ahead of the presidential debate. This is the time when Bitcoin seasonally is extremely strong. So these summer months, June, July, August, then we get that kind of chop around that ahead of the election where people don't know what it means and who's going to be taxed and whatever. So people reduce risk a bit. And then after the election, whoever wins, the market continues the banana zone. That's generally the pattern. Again, don't expect it's perfection, but generally it's up and to the right from here onwards with a consolidation correction in the middle, and expect those corrections, that volatility, expect down 35%, down 25%. They're all normal. like on X in the last week or 2 weeks, 3 weeks, people are losing their minds because the market went sideways. Guys, patience. Have a long term. Okay, the banana zone. So we did the Bitcoin halving zone. The boring zone is completing now. And next we go into the full banana zone. You can see the phases of the market. That's what we should be expecting to see. And that's what I'm hoping to see. That's the 2016 Bitcoin halving cycle. It's the most similar to me right now. Again, don't expect the things to play out the same. But I think it more likely plays out more like the 16-17 cycle than it does the 2021 cycle. We'll just have to see. We'll have to look when we go. But the banana zone cometh. And that is your reward. These are the bananas. That curve on the chart, that's the reward you're going to get for holding on for your dear life.
The stage is set for the cryptocurrency industry to continue booming and evolving over the coming months, years, and even decades. According to Raoul Pal, we are about to enter a massive macroeconomic summer with a significant surge in global money supply as central banks rush to save their economies from collapse. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that rapid money supply growth, coupled with the emergence of new technological platforms, places the cryptocurrency industry at the heart of this transformation. Cryptocurrencies have consistently proven to be the fastest-growing sector, with 400 million users achieved in record time, outpacing the adoption of any previous technology. Bitcoin, the leading crypto asset, has become a mega-cap asset in just 15 years. Despite numerous negative campaigns, particularly in the United States, the industry has survived every attack and emerged stronger each time. This resilience is a compelling reason to be optimistic about the upcoming crypto and macroeconomic cycle. Do you agree that we are on the verge of altcoin season with crypto prices set to soar rapidly? Please share your thoughts and predictions for your favorite crypto assets in the comments. For more daily dose crypto news, check out these 2 awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.